Also, how do you...
They hear me being obnoxious. Otherwise, what's the point?
Hello. Ah,
Something.
we have
Yay.
audio. Wunderbar. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay. Everyone quickly speak. Just say words.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh, okay. Cool. We can actually hear everybody. Wonderful. Awesome. Thank you so much, Adam, for getting that sorted for us. It was weird. You all said hi, and then you all kind of like harmonized slightly.
It's the mermaid magic.
I was going to say that's a good sign. That's a good a good way to repair all of whatever that tech issue was. Thank you, Adam. Hello, folks watching. You are joining us for another Roll With Your Heart charity fundraiser game. We are playing Gaymergirls today with this wonderful group of people. We're playing queer mermaids, doing crimes, waving my fingers. I don't know. We are here with the charity stream. We are doing for love, Jen says. Yes, for love, for our crushes, who we hopefully will proclaim our love to eventually. We are raising money for two fantastic causes. We are raising money for Black Lives Matter, and we are raising money for the Trevor Project. The community has completely blown our expectations away with the incredible amount that has already been donated. And we still have today and tomorrow's 16-hour fundraiser and an episode of The Gods We Know in order to raise a bit more. So that is incredibly exciting. And we're hoping we can bump that number up even further, which is exciting, very exciting. We have two sponsors on the channel. The first sponsor, DM Emporium. Ty is pretty much the brains of the operation there. They have supplied a whole bunch of our Rainbow Pride dice towards the beginning of this fundraiser. They also supply a whole bunch of TTRPG accessories, including tunics, drinking horns, and all sorts of wonderful nonsense that you can go ahead and mess around with. Go ahead and check them out. Promo code FWRD will get you 10% off, and that 10% will go towards the channel. to help all of us out. But as Ty said in the Mind of the Martyr, he would much rather you go ahead and donate to these wonderful causes first, and come back in a little while for that. The other sponsor we're using is So Nerdware. So Nerdware currently have a range with Burrito. All of the money is going towards Black creators for that, which is a fantastic initiative. They've also got a whole bunch of Pride-related D&D and TTRPG gear, pretty much representing any and all identities across the gender spectrum. So yeah, go ahead and check them out. Promo code FRIENDS will get you 10% off there, and will support the channel as well. As I mentioned, we do have a 16-hour fundraiser tomorrow, which is incredibly exciting, starting at 8 a.m. Pacific, or I don't remember what that is in EST. I'm English. Time zones are hard. Someone in chat will have me, I'm sure. Thank you. Thank you so much, because I would forget. Awesome. Oh, Jen had us too. Thank you. Yes, so 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern, running for 16 hours. We're playing 5 different games, which is going to be incredible. We're playing Flying Circus. We're playing Kiss Her Before the World Ends. We've got Glitter Hearts. We've got Monster Hearts. And we have Visigoths versus Morgoths to close us out. We have a whole bunch of wonderful community members. You'll see a few of us peppered in there as well. It's going to be incredibly exciting. Jen is waking up at 7:30. That's how much they love you. I don't think I'm going to sleep. That's how much I love you. And yeah, it's going to be an absolute blast. And we hope to see as many people there as possible. Okay. Enough about me. I would go ahead and pass over and just do a quick introduction with all of these lovely folks. Yeah, if you just want to go through individually who you are and who you're playing. We'll start with Star. You know.
Hello, I'm Star. I use she, her pronouns, and tonight I will be playing as Solana, who also uses she, her pronouns. Do you want us to describe our aesthetics now or later?
If you would like to do it now, absolutely. We can go ahead and just go straight in.
Sure. My aesthetic is covered in poisonous barbs, as beautiful as they are dangerous, and I decided that those barbs are pufferfish barbs, and that I am a pufferfish mermaid.
Okay. We'll move over to Hiraf.
Hi, I'm Hyreth. He, him, they, them pronouns. I'll be playing Seychelle, they, them pronouns. Seychelle, it has intense, piercing eyes of a shark and a tail to match. So I'm going for a bamboo shark for the aesthetic, which is like a small little Malaysian type shark.
Awesome. Throw over to Patrick.
I'm Patrick. I'm playing Jewel, she, her pronouns. My aesthetic is I am adorned with baubles collected from sunken ships. So I'm thinking that your standard mermaid with the lovely red hair, I'm just full of jewels and snacks.
Jewels and snacks.
Jewels
I like
and snacks.
it. I like it. And Tyler.
Hello, I am Tyler. My pronouns are they, them, and I am playing Reyna. Reyna's aesthetic is long flowing hair that is never out of place. So I'm thinking she has some sort of dolphin-like aesthetic. Her tail's a little bit more slender and has a little bit more like silvery sheen to her.
Awesome. Going full for that sleek and fast aesthetic. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. For those of you who are unfamiliar with Gaymergirls, Gaymergirls was created by Megan Lynn for the win. You can find her at that handle on Twitter. Wonderful individual. It is a one-page RPG where you go ahead and roll a d6 3 times to create your character. All of these wonderful individuals have already done that, as they've slightly discussed. Everything else will probably come out during the game itself. And I thought I'd make it a little bit interesting. The Game Master also has 3 rolls to make to decide the adventure. I thought it would be interesting if I rolled on stream and we can go ahead and just get as absolutely into it or not into it as we want and just have a bit of a laugh and a bit of fun with it, basically. You have 2 stats. You have gay and you have mermaid. Nice and simple. Mermaid is what you roll whenever you're going to do anything related to swimming or your powers or aesthetics. You roll gay for everything else. Nice and simple. We would like nice and simple queer games. Awesome. Cool. Let me go ahead and we'll see how interesting this ends up becoming, huh? Interesting indeed. All right, let's jump straight in. Okay, so you folks, did you decide on your elite crime mermaid squad name?
Yeah, I think we did.
All right, what did we roll with in the end? Did we roll on Squeal Team 6?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. All right, the adventures of Squeal Team 6. The elite crime mermaid squad. So, the little blurb that is included in the game. You are all members of an elite mermaid crime squad. You are known throughout the 7 seas for your prowess, unparalleled skills, and success record. You have never failed to finish a job. You are the best there is. You're also gay. Very gay. You do it for the fame. You do it for the money. You do it to prove you can, but mostly, you do it to impress your crush. You've been contacted by an anonymous and very rich benefactor who has sought your skills to obtain a very rare and heavily guarded item. This item, although expensive, has had no details given. They simply said, you'll know it when you see it. It'll be your most difficult job to date, but you all have faith in your abilities and each other's abilities. Besides, when you succeed, your crush will have to notice you. So, with that being said, let's dive into Gaymergirls. So, you have been given an interesting approximation of where this item has been kept. Rather stereotypical. You've been told that it is in the wreckage of a famous pirate ship. You have been given a rough position of this ship. However, I don't know if anybody has seen the film Finding Nemo, or knows that part where they're pulled through the currents at high speed. There is a section as you are traveling through the seas where you do have to navigate through this current. It appears to be pulling a lot of other creatures through it and around where this ship is, hence why it's so difficult to get to, but you're pretty confident with your abilities and you're pretty sure that you're going to be able to get through. So I'm going to go ahead and have everyone roll mermaid straight off the bat.
Oh no.
So, for those of you watching, the way that Gaymergirls works with rolls, your stats start at 3. If you roll a 3 or under, you pass. If you roll over that, you fail. If you critically succeed or critically fail, those either go up or down by 1, depending. If you do reach 6, it is game over for that character. You either turn into a mermaid and start singing on rocks, or you end up running and confessing your love to your crush. All right. So for the first roll, what did everybody get?
4.
2. Okay, so Tyler passes.
Was it 3?
3 passes. Tyler, I don't have your character name written anywhere.
Reina. Reina.
Reina. All right, so it's a pass from Reina. That is a fail from Seychelles, a pass from Jewel, and Solana.
3. Exactly.
Solana also passes. Okay. So as you go ahead and approach this kind of current, I don't want to call it a river because you're underwater, but that's basically what it is. It's like a river rapids. You go ahead and swim towards this current. You begin pulling yourselves through, and the three of you notice that Seychelles is beginning to get caught in this torrent. What are you going to do, folks?
Can I automatically like puff myself up so that I'm like bigger and like try to reach my hands to catch them?
Sure thing, yeah. Absolutely. So you go ahead and just puff up, twice your size, reach out. Seychelles, you just managed to grab on.
I have you. Don't let me go. I don't want to die. I just got here.
You go ahead and slowly pull Seychelles through this this current barrier and end up on the other side.
Don't be so dramatic. You've been through far worse.
I mean, yes, but still, like, I need the dramatics to move and like live.
I would wipe the sweat off my brow if I could. That was very exciting.
I'll shrink back down.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Of course. Wouldn't want to leave you behind.
Oh no, I would never forgive you if you did. Never.
I'd never forgive myself if we did.
Good.
All right. As you've entered through the other side, the first thing you spot is the ship itself. It's one of those large, like 300-400 people kind of ships used for like old school leisure cruises, so to speak. They usually had dignitaries and possibly royalty. It's a very fancy looking ship. A lot of gold embroidery, a lot of carvings. You notice that it hit a huge, colorful coral reef. And as it hit, very clearly it did not survive the impact and split apart. And now, sunken, mixed in with this coral reef, you now see this pirate ship. The only thing giving away that it's a pirate ship is the still floating skull and crossbone flag. You can probably assume that this ship was stolen relatively recently and then immediately crashed.
Like they were a pretty wealthy one this time.
Yeah. That flag looks lovely. I want to steal it. I want to steal that flag.
I see no problem with that.
Do I have to roll to take the flag?
You want to steal the Jolly Roger?
Yeah, I want to take the flag. I want people to know that I was here. So but later, I want that flag. It's mine.
Okay. So Seychelles begins swimming forwards. And as you do so, you get a little bit closer to the coral reef and you can suddenly hear just this slight clicking sound.
No. Did anyone else hear that?
I heard it.
I did.
I don't like it.
What do you think it was?
I don't know, but I'm going to kill it. I unsheath my sword, my jewel-encrusted sword that I stole off a dead pirate.
Okay.
It is. I'm
There's
looking
more
around.
clicking. You just hear it rhythmically, softly, beginning to kind of ripple through. As you swim closer, it begins getting a little louder, and a little
Who's
louder.
there?
What's everybody else doing?
Well, they have rhythm. It can't be too bad.
I don't trust anyone with rhythm.
I want to swim a little closer to give Seychelles some like backup and keep an eye out for movement on the coral reef.
Okay. Okay.
I think I would like to support my team, but also peek around looking for treasure chests because I'm looking for trinkets and gold and jewels. That's what I do.
Solana, as you are the one currently playing Lookout, I want you to roll Gay for me.
Sure thing. Critical success.
Okay. So you get 2 on a critical success, which is a 1. The applicable stat goes up, so your Gay goes from 3 to 4. What a sentence. Never thought I'd say that, but here is TTRPGs.
Congratulations, your gay increased.
Congratulations, you leveled up Gay.
Who knew
Love
I
it.
could be more gay? Was it ever possible?
You feel a change through the water. And as you're looking out across the coral reef, you spot something on the other side of the ship. There is another group of mermaids here.
I want to like grab the end of Seychelles' tail to keep them from going too much farther.
Let go of my tail! Don't shush me. What?
There are other mermaids here.
And kill them.
We don't want them to know we're here yet. We want to surprise them.
Fine. I suppose.
Do you think they're here for the treasure too?
Well, obviously, who else just goes into a current and just for a sunken ship? Like, what else is there? All this ocean. They want to be here. What do you
How
think we
many are
should do?
there? Did I get a good look at how many there were?
You spotted 3.
I mean, we outnumber them by 1.
I like those odds.
I'm good at those odds.
Let's try to sneak up on them.
Okay. We'll do it your way. We'll sneak upon them.
All right. Raina, you agreeing with this?
Absolutely.
All right. You slowly begin your approach and descent into, so down into the coral reef and through to the ship proper. As you dive down, you can see the pinks and purples and greens and yellows of the coral reef begin to surround you. It's a very beautiful coral reef. It's very full of life. There's a lot of fish and small crustaceans and just general wildlife that is still here and has kind of overtaken the ship itself almost. As you begin to get closer, you can see some of the coral has begun to grow around the cracks and breaks in the wood of the ship, as well as, seaweed and sand being pushed through by general creatures. You swim a little bit further and you spot a small, colorful eel coming through one of the portholes and out past the side of you. And suddenly you hear the clicking sound again. Continue forward a little bit into the ship itself. And it appears you've entered in kind of the general crew's quarters. As soon as you come through the breach, you can see a whole bunch of just kind of basic wooden beds that have been completely drowned underneath the water. People's belongings are still actually floating in the ocean around you. You almost have to put your hands out and go past some of the boxes, and there's a few random bits of cutlery floating around, a few random shoes, some what were once probably quite nice clothes. And you do see a pirate hat floating in the very corner of this room. There's 2 doors that have been ripped down and broken open.
I want to snatch the pirate hat and put it on my head.
Okay. It's a little difficult to keep it on. You'd have to go ahead and just...
I have like barbs all over me. I think I have some barbs in my hair too, so I'm just gonna like poke some of them through.
Okay, so you've got this pirate hat on your head, and then you've got like, say, these 2 barbs that have just like pinned it down. You can go ahead and squeeze that onto your head a little bit. You turn to the rest of your party.
Beautiful.
You know what? You cute, but that's not why we're here. That's not why we're here at all.
Obviously, you wanted the flag. Don't
This
I
is
get a
true.
souvenir?
You could fine. You can have and enjoy the pirate hat. It looks lovely on you.
Very good find.
Do you think Opal would like it?
Yes, I think Opal would love it. Who's Opal? Do you know Opal, Joel?
Opal's her crush.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to investigate the doors. Let the, swim on over.
Okay. Investigate how? What are you looking for?
I'd like to, if I recognize what would have ripped the doors off.
Okay, roll gay for me.
That's a 2.
Okay, that's a success. As you go ahead and swim closer to this set of, so they are kind of double doors, the ones that kind of curve upwards towards the top and create a semicircle. As you get closer, you can see these have been deliberately torn off. There's definitely been something that has gone ahead and pulled the doors off their hinges. And as you're checking the sides of the door frame, you can see where it's actually been torn away by something. Judging by the depth you're currently at, it would either have to be something relatively powerful or just relatively large in order to go ahead and pull that away.
It's an absolute shame because the woodwork is
The woodwork was indeed beautiful, yeah, definitely, and it's just been ruined.
I'm upset.
I pat Jules' shoulder. It's okay. We'll find
Thank you.
more.
Does it look like it was this handiwork was done by a person, a fish person, or by some sort of creature?
If it was a creature, if it was a mer person, then it would have to have been one who has either a magical inclination towards like super strength or some kind of super destructive ability to go ahead and shatter these doorways. Otherwise, you would probably suggest that it was some kind of creature. So yeah, it's you're not entirely sure right now. You could make a guess one way or the other.
They're very delicate.
Yeah.
Just kind of trails around like, oh, she's a little airheaded. So just kind of like gazing at the destruction, like, oh wow, I can't believe it.
Okay. Awesome.
Believe what, Rena?
They're just blasting through here without any care. You think they'd be a little more cautious if they're trying to find some treasure.
I don't like it.
Maybe they don't know it's here.
This ship feels weird. Everything about this feels weird.
Or maybe they already came through and got it, and
That
it's
would
not here
s-
anymore.
Well, that would suck. That would like make our job obsolete. So obviously someone hasn't come in yet, I guess. I would think.
If they've already taken it, then we will find them and take it back from them.
That's
I want to
um,
peek around at the other group of mermaids and see if they're holding anything like valuable looking.
Okay. So where you currently are is completely closed. You'd have to have a look around the ship to be able to find the other group.
okay. So we're like inside the ship, right?
Yeah, you're inside the crew quarters.
Okay. I'm gonna take my tail and I'm gonna like thwack it against like the base floor of the ship just to see like if anything like floats out or if I hear anything.
Okay. You immediately just thunk onto the ground and you hear a voice echo. What was that? I told you this place was freaky. I told you to. You hear another voice overtake that one, just going, it doesn't matter. We have a job to do, so we're going to go ahead and do it. Now, shush. Keep going down. You hear some grumbling before you hear a slight wave of the tail, a more forceful one coming from the other side of the doorway that you just checked.
Hide. Someone's on their way. I don't like it. And then I like swim back into like a corner and I have my sword raised at the ready.
When I get like some of the floating clothes to just kind of like drape around the area so I can like kind of hide myself around them.
Swim down under one of the like beds or cots behind one of those.
Okay.
To float behind the king size mattresses because the queen's not going to do it. I need the king.
Okay.
She's a big girl. She's a big girl.
I dig it. We'll have everyone roll gay. Why not?
That's not good.
Did these folks seem like they were the three mermaids we
Yes.
found before, or a different direction, different group of people?
You haven't heard anyone else that's here, and they did come from the same direction that Solana spotted. So you could assume that these are probably the three. What were our gay rolls, folks?
2.
3.
Awesome.
Another one.
Okay.
I need to roll a 6 real bad.
Okay, and Jewel?
2.
2. Okay, so everybody passed, including a critical success. What were our gay rolls, folks? Well, at some point I rolled yes. Yeah, that's how coming out works, right? Like, oh, do I come out? Wait, let me roll gay. Okay, critical success. There we go. Right, yeah, no, I'm gay. That's just how it works. Okay. You go ahead and hide yourselves. I almost imagine that there's a little kind of magical, glamour that you can go ahead and like almost fade into the surroundings. You're hiding incredibly well. You see 3 mermaids begin to swim through the doorway. You immediately hear one of them go, I told you, look, it's a dead end. That's back outside. You can just go the other way. What did the other one pipes up? Well, I don't exactly have a map of the place. Sorry. I just left it at home. Just get there. There's a frustrated, sarcastic look that comes over her face as she's looking towards this second one. The third one is deliberately just not speaking, but you see her occasionally roll her eyes at the speech. And they go ahead and just start bickering. What would you like to do?
Am I in reach of that floating shoe?
You certainly can be, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take that shoe and I'm gonna take my tail and I'm gonna hit it upside the one that was talking about the map. I'm gonna hit it upside her head.
Okay. It's they're like halfway through a bickering contest right now, and you watch her face get super aggravated. I actually can't believe that you really thought that I would be here and be able to know everything about this place magically. I'm very good at ow! As the shoe just connects straight to her temple, just her face turns towards the mermaid that she was talking to. That was you, wasn't it?
Yes.
No, it definitely wasn't me. It wasn't me. I'm scared. I'm not that scared. Goes ahead and just slaps her across the face. You just hear, now you've hit me. We've made no progress.
Can
But
we
go ahead.
try to
bickering.
sneak past them in the direction they were looking? Like further
you
into the ship while they're distracted?
Definitely can. Yes, absolutely. Everybody else on board with that?
Yeah, before we go, I want to like surreptitiously use the like bottom of my tail to like poke the quiet one with one of my poisonous barbs.
Okay. I'll have everybody roll gay apart from Salada, who I want to roll mermaid.
Could I
Ooh.
also like?
Ooh.
I have a bunch of little friends hiding in my long shimmering black hair. I have like fish and snails and little like crabs and stuff just hanging out with me. Could I send a couple of my allies off in the other direction, away from where we're trying to go?
Okay, I'll have you roll mermaid as well then. You can definitely do that. Absolutely.
I failed.
Okay.
I failed hard.
I rolled a 6.
I rolled a
boy.
6.
Oh no!
Yikes.
I got a 1.
Okay. So here's how this is going to play out. Because that was a critical success on the distraction. So, the two that were bickering hear Solana as her tail hits across the wood. As they begin to turn, Raina, you go ahead and flick your hair. Your collection of friends rushing past their faces and creating a distraction, leading out back into the coral reef. They immediately go ahead and follow straight away, but the third has spotted you. And as you sneak away, they trail you. So you've distracted 2, but there is 1 now following you.
With a 1, do I add 1 to the stat or remove 1?
You add 1. So you'd be at 4 for that.
Mermaid is at 4.
Yeah, so it's easier for you to succeed. Okay. So that's 2. As they swim away, they're still bickering about who's going to get there first, and what a disaster this mission has been already. What would you like to do now? You find yourselves, just for context, you're in one of the long corridors of the ship. There's a few doors on the left-hand side. There's a few porthole windows on the right-hand side, but apart from that, it's just a corridor right now. There's a door forwards. There's a few doors to the left.
There's still one trailing us. Do you want to hurry and hide or deal with them before they get any closer?
Hey, we take care of them while they're separated. Easier to take them out one at a time.
Let's get them.
Take my sword, excited. And I'm like, yes,
Now's your time.
this is my time, my chance, my specialty.
Okay. So as you all begin sneaking away, this one trails you. You go ahead and do a complete 180, swing around with your weapons and powers at the ready. How are we doing this exactly?
What do you want? Why are you following me? Why are you here? Do you have the treasure? Tell me.
Who hired
The
you?
treasure. Yes, why are you? Good, Jewel.
Her hands immediately bolt upwards. She looks at all of you, realizing heavily outnumbered.
Speak! Speak!
This wasn't the plan. Just like her head begins to trail from left to right, trying to find
Are
a
we
way out,
surrounding-
realizing that's not going to
Are we
happen.
surrounding her?
I imagine you've probably turned around and
Yeah.
just. Considering how fast Reyna is, Reyna has probably managed to loop straight round to the back of her.
I'd like to maybe like have an eel or two wrap around. Oh wait, we don't have legs. We are mer people. Around her waist, I guess,
Okay.
as a sort of rope.
Okay. Yeah, you could definitely use a few eels to hold her in place, or at least make her escape difficult, for sure.
If you tell us who sent you and what you're after, we will let you leave. Maybe.
I'm taking a fin, whether you talk or not.
I don't think that's necessary, but
Mhm.
okay. I don't know. I'm not the brains of the operation. They are. And then her head turns. She sighs a deep, disappointed sigh.
But they sound so talkative. I'm sure they've shared some of the details of what you're after.
I've just realized I said they were the brains out loud. And they're not that smart.
No, we absolutely got that.
We were hired by a rich guy to find something in here. He just said that you know what it was as soon as you saw it, and that's why we came in here. We got told that we were the only ones given this mission, so we decided to come and grab whatever this is, but we haven't found anything yet.
What's your group's name?
We don't really have a group name.
Why not? We have a group name. It's awesome. Everyone should have a group name.
Very
Think about it.
unprofessional.
Think about it. We'll discuss your group names later, okay? Right now,
Okay.
I don't really believe you that you haven't found anything yet. How do we know that you're not lying? How do we know you ain't got no secret power to signal your friends to let them know you're in danger? Huh?
Her head turns back behind her, flicks back to you, Seychelles. Do you really think they're that intelligent?
No, but I wanted to hear you say it out loud. Sweet vindication.
I'm new to this group. This is my first job. I didn't know we had to have group names. Is that really a thing you like people do?
Any
they're doing
established
this?
group should have a
yeah,
name.
like
If you're going to gain a reputation, you need a name to go by.
see, this is why we're a team. Everyone is on the same page here.
Poster.
So I'm very good at making friends and building allies. This doesn't have to turn out bad for you. We're very experienced here, and you don't seem like you are so much. But we could still help each other. This doesn't have to be a bad day for you. You could help us out.
Yeah. And then I take the sword and I push it a little closer underneath her chin. Help us out.
Raina was smiling, trying to put on the charm, smiling sweetly. You're just like, okay.
Yeah.
Not surprised by this, but still.
Nice and fret. It's fine. Raina, roll gay for me.
Okay. That's a 4.
Okay. And your stat is at
My mermaid is at 4, so that's a success.
your mermaid is at 4 or your gay is at 4?
I have mermaid written at 4. I might have done that wrong.
Okay. That's fine. That's all good. Okay. So she does seem incredibly hesitant, but given the situation with Seychelles' blade at her throat, she very much kind of goes, doesn't have to be a bad day. Okay, got it. What do you need me to do exactly? And can you get these? I mean, they're wonderful creatures, but I'd really prefer if they weren't, like making it hard to breathe. I'd be appreciated.
Yeah, of course. I'll tell them to loosen. They're a lot less dangerous than Seychelles.
Hi there.
Okay. Good to know.
I'd like you to tell your friends that we could all be friends. That they're not going to get the treasure you all came for. But it doesn't have to be a bad day for them. We can all be friends, work together.
I don't know how well they'll take that, but okay, I can give it a go. I could try. I can do this. I can try.
If you can't convince them, you can always convince them to leave.
I will try my best.
You will do your best, won't you?
Okay, I will. I will do my best.
There's a good girl.
Okay.
And I take the
You
blade.
have a nice sword, but it's very scary.
I take the blade from under her neck.
Seychelles is so scary. I love it.
They're so intense.
I want to swim over, put my arm around her, and ask her what her name is.
My name is Layla. I'm new to this, but yeah, Layla. Okay, I will go ahead and do what you asked me to do. Okay, I got this. It's all right. And she begins to like hype herself up. You almost see her like rolling her shoulders, and she's kind of bobbing up and down a little bit. And she's like, "Okay, I'm good. I'm good.
You got this. You can do it.
I got this. Okay, I'm going. And she spins and heads out towards the entrance to the coral reef where Raina had sent the other two running, swimming. That'd be impressive if they were running just run
no
water.
legs, just running in water.
Waddling from side to side on those two fins. Just
I believe in you.
She goes ahead and swims off pretty fast. Swimming with haste. I don't know if there's a word for swimming
with haste is still sprinting.
But swimming swimming. We'll just go with swimming with haste. Why not? Hasteful swimming. Swanning. No, I don't think that works. I don't think that works, Drac. But oh well. Okay. You can hear the the movement of water as she bolts away. You are now alone in this corridor. And there's still the occasional clicking of something.
It's
It'll
getting
pop up,
annoying.
start clicking, then it'll stop, then it'll start again.
I want to like peek into some of the rooms and start seeing if I can see where the clicking noise is coming from.
Okay. So, Solana, The first room you open up appears to be some kind of storage room. It's not very big. It's kind of like a broom closet, and it's just full of random floating. You see mops and brushes and buckets and other kind of cleaning materials. You do see a hell of a lot of bubbles in this room from the soap that has been left inside. As you open the door, this cascade of pinkish bubbles just comes over you before popping around you.
Like, I look down and they're like all immediately popping as they hit my barbs.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them popping on your pufferfish barbs.
I'll just
Apart
go
from
ahead and
that,
poke one
this
with my
particular
finger
one
too.
is just yeah, definitely. Just pull your finger up, put it through the bubble, sorted. That's the first room. It's nothing particularly fantastic. There are two more rooms. The second door you go ahead and open, and it actually just leads to a staircase going down. If you wanted to go ahead and check the third room, you go ahead and jistle the doorknob a little bit. It is locked.
I have an idea.
Go for it.
I have a spear. It's made from the bones of drowned sailors. It's
Ooh.
really morbid.
Ooh.
I'd like to take the spear and I'd like to jab it in the lock or try to jab the doorknob. Just break the door down with my morbid spear.
Okay, Jewel, roll mermaid for me.
That's a 3.
Okay. You go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4. You finally crack that door open with the morbid spear, as someone has just put in chat. Jen just put in chat the morbid spear. As it cracks, the door opens up, and a huge family of krill suddenly come out, pushing you backwards as you've opened up this doorway. They go ahead and sail out down the corridor and straight towards whatever openings they can find. They're going through the portholes. They're going through the doorway that you just came through. They're going out into the coral reef. Yeah, it's a very strange, sight. Not one that you lovely folks would have seen before.
I'll open my mouth and try to catch as many as possible and eat them on the way out. Just
Okay, Seychelle, you managed to get a few. They're pretty fast, but you're pretty used to kind of going ahead and just. So you managed to grab a few.
Are there so many that it's like a blizzard? We just can't see anything until they're gone, or is it possible to maybe see where some of them are filtering? See if there's any like directions that they're going. That like, I guess I'm looking for like pathways that we might not have suspected before. Like they all just went down in this one hole that we didn't see before.
So for a split second, it's very blizzard-like. There's so many of them that you're not able to see. Once that begins to clear, though, you do notice, funnily enough, Raina, they are going in every direction apart from downstairs.
Okay. Seems like they don't like what's downstairs. That means we probably will like what's down there.
Most likely, except whatever's making that clicking noise.
That can be a fun too.
Yeah, but if it keeps clicking any longer, it'll be lunch. All right.
Next.
Lead the way.
So we're heading downstairs?
Downstairs it is, I guess.
All right, swimming down there.
Okay, is that everybody?
It will follow behind Jewel.
Okay, wonderful. You go ahead and swim your way down into the center of the ship, the first thing you catch on the right-hand side of you is the break. You can see a large section of kind of coral reef face that is definitely the part of the coral reef that the ship crashed into originally. You see a few skeletons currently floating in the water towards the top, all decked out in old school pirate gear, the old kind of silly shirts and 3/4 length trousers and tattered boots. You see a few bandanas floating around along with a few pirate hats around you.
Well, you can make a couple more of those spears with enough time.
I think I'll grab a couple of bones out of there and just save them for later.
Okay, add them to your collection.
Yeah,
all right.
And we can make full outfits, I think. We could all have hats.
Yay! I take an extra hat though, for reasons.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Reasons. Flutter your eyelids a little bit.
I don't
Reasons.
flutter my eyelids.
I tease. Yeah, you definitely can take a few of the hats. If we would like to all be, if we would like Squeal Team 6 to be decked out in pirate hats, then that is what shall happen.
Yes.
Yeah, we have a
that's- why
uniform.
not?
I love it. All right. You notice a few more corridors. You notice a few more rooms, a few open, a few closed. The thing that immediately grabs your attention, though, is in the very center, there is another staircase going down. And it looks like that staircase has had the door ripped away. Very similar to the double doors upstairs.
Going in the right direction.
Lead on.
Only one way, but down.
Again, you hear the click, click, click.
You know what? I'm gonna take some insurance for us, and I take one of the skeletons, and then I just grab it and I lead it in front of us, and I put my sword next to it, just in case we run into something. I'll just throw the skeleton at it.
Okay. Could go ahead and use the skeleton as a shield. All right.
It's just floating there. It's not doing anything.
Whisper to one of my, probably a crab friend that's hanging out in my hair, and just have them just hang out at this doorway. Try to stay out of the way, not super obvious, but just to tell them to, like, if anybody comes by, just give them a good pinch as hard as you can. Then not to try to, like, deal with them, but maybe make them yelp or something. Make a little alarm, give us a heads up that somebody's coming.
Good
Okay.
thinking. A lookout.
As
That's
you
much better than one of us having to play lookout.
Yeah.
Very true. Very true. So as you step down, as you swim down the stairs, that's a weird sentence in and of itself. As you swim down the stairs, you realize that this is the cargo hold of the ship, the very bottom. And as you swim downwards, it's gotten a little darker, but not dark enough where you can't see. You individuals, you've done this plenty of times. You're mermaids, you can see underwater. It's just a little darker. A little darker than normal. The first thing that catches your eye is the sea of red you see around you. The small clicks are now louder as you see what is essentially a horde of these small red crabs, all facing towards the very back of the room. And you now realize why you have been hired to do this job. At the very back of the room sits this beautiful golden spear, almost a harpoon kind of style. Now, gold has been banned in the seas for a long time. All gold belongs to the king, the queen, and royalty, and only royalty. So you know now, and you now realize why there's such a big payday on this. Because stealing gold, or even being seen in possession of gold, is quite the crime indeed. But one that you have committed as a group on many occasions, though not this much gold before. It sits there, almost in a pedestal, velvet kind of cushions underneath it, keeping it supported, and all of these crabs are just clicking away slowly with their claws, all facing this beautiful golden spear.
This is very obviously the clicking we've been hearing from the highest level.
Yes.
And they're very obviously malicious.
They are currently all facing the sphere.
Oh.
Spear. Almost like a ritual. It's a little creepy. It's a little off-putting. It's a little weird.
I take the skeleton and I like drop it down just a little to touch the crabs and see what they will do. Like see what it'll do to like the feet.
Okay. As you go ahead and drop the skeleton down, you watch them flinch, and then they sidestep and come up onto the skeleton. They sit on its foot, and then just continue the clicking.
This is so weird.
So many friends.
Yeah, friends. Talk to them, see what they're all about. You talk to crabs and stuff, right?
Raina just swims into the horde of crabs, tries to start hugging them.
Oh, okay. That's not what I meant by that statement, but go ahead.
You go ahead and dive down and just outstretch your arms, pull them in close, and you can feel them beginning to crawl up kind of to your shoulders and your head. A couple of them crawl across your face. They kind of sit at the top of your head and through your hair, and then they just resume the clicking of their claws.
It's nice to meet you all. And she'll spiral around with them.
Are you having fun? Is that what we're doing? Are you having fun?
And we're also working. But if you're working and not having fun, then there's no point in doing this job.
Oh my gosh.
An excellent point.
Solana, Jewel, why don't you grab the spear so we can go ahead and get out of here?
I have an idea. What if Raina and I use our powers combined to distract the crabs while Jewel or Seychelle grabs the spear?
Okay.
All right, I'll grab it.
Yeah, I'll protect you if anything happens to you.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna swim on over, gentle and not, erratic, just nice and calm, and and I'll reach down onto the velvet.
Oh, these sweet babies wouldn't hurt a fly unless I told them to.
Me, take the velvet too. That's nice. That's a nice pillow. Like we could use that.
All right. I'll take the velvet pillow with the spear on top, and I'll pick it up and start swimming backwards.
Okay.
As soon as Jewel touches it, I want to start singing and using my voice that calms all who hear it.
Nice.
Okay.
How wrong am I, Game Master? How fatally incorrect am I?
So, as you slide your hands underneath the spear, you begin to pull it upwards, and the clicking stops.
Immediately
All,
brandish my sword towards the crabs.
all of the crabs in the room just fall silent. And Raina, the ones that are currently like in your hair, you feel that they stop moving. They're not walking, they're not clicking, nothing. They're just completely still. Jewel, as you begin to swim backwards, Solana begins to sing softly to all of these crabs. And it's almost like they return back to their natural state after hearing this song. Raina, you begin to feel a few of them drop from you as they float down towards the ground, although a couple of them stay, funnily enough. A few of them, they seem to like it in your collection of other friends, and they decide
A few of them have a real fighting spirit.
yeah. A few of them decide to stick around. Crab life is boring. They could use a little bit of adventure. So they decide to go ahead and stick with you. But yeah, this song echoes outwards. How long are you singing?
As long as we're still in the room with them. Like, I'm gonna let Jewel go first. I'll be the last one. I'll just, ah.
Okay. Is anybody else doing anything in this room before you go ahead and follow Jewel out?
I'm gonna take a crab as I'm swimming backwards, protecting Jewel, and as she's singing, and I'm gonna like put it under my hat for a snack later. And just keep going. Just keep going back.
Can we perhaps replicate the clicking noise that they were doing beforehand?
You definitely could.
Actually, I don't know if that's a good idea right now. Things seem to be going all right, but I'll keep that in my pocket.
Oh, $100 to the travel project.
Wow.
Thank you kindly.
Thank
Oh,
you.
Thank you so much.
Here, Jay. What have you done? Thank you so much. That is, yeah, we've now hit our 1,600 goal for the travel project. Hey, exciting. 1,655. Thank you to everybody who's been donating. We can go ahead and push that number a little bit further, though. I can feel it. Thank you, folks. Thank you so much. Yes, back to the game. Sorry, had to shout that out. Thank you so much. Yeah. I'm going to have Solana roll Mermaid. There was a 25 donation from Star as well. Thank you. So sweet.
Free. Just what I needed.
You guys, you're so sweet. Okay, a 3. So you can go ahead and keep that song going right up until you folks leave the room and swim back up the stairs. The crab comes with you, Seychelle.
Yeah.
You can feel it just kind of walking around underneath your hat. It's not massively pleasant, but it's not massively unpleasant either. It's just kind of, it's there. It's different. As you swim up, you see the 3 mermaids you saw before. You immediately hear, I'm sorry, they didn't want to leave. They wanted to make sure that they wanted to make sure that it was real and that they weren't crazy. And we're not going to take it though. We just wanted to see if it's real. And her eyes trail towards Seychelle immediately. Just, we're not going to take it. We're not going to take it. We just want to.
Lacey, you disappointed me.
We're not gonna. It's not. Oh.
You did a good job. Thank you for trying your best.
The other two are unusually silent. They look like they're about to start arguing with each other, and then and they just stop themselves as they're taking a look. They look over Jewel, currently carrying the spear. And as you're all taking a look, there's suddenly a rumble as the entire ship begins to shake.
Oh, damn it.
Not good.
What did y'all do? Lucy, speak up.
We didn't do any. And as the wood begins to shake more and more, the sand underneath begins to come upwards and scatter through the water. Bits of coral and barnacles and seaweed begin to be dislodged as the entire ship begins to rise upwards. You feel your tails suddenly catch underneath you from the wood of the ship.
Oh, God. Okay. We're going up. We need to get out of here. Now. And
Swim away.
I'm gonna like crawl, I guess, and try to crawl, swim, and just push the other mermaids out the way and try to like find an opening to get out.
Okay. As everyone is beginning to bolt, I'm going to get everyone to roll mermaid for me.
Ooh, please do something good.
I want to try to make sure we all get out as a group, all 7 of us.
That's a 3. That's a 3. That's a 3.
1.
And a 1
Hey.
from Raina. All right. I'm going to roll mermaid for these 3 too. Okay, no joke. That's 3 2s. So everybody makes it.
Yay! I mean, yay for us, boo for them.
Yeah, everybody makes it. Everybody makes it. Who said it in chat earlier? Just keep swimming. You all begin to bolt and dart out of whatever the closest exit you can find is. You, I imagine, the breaks in the wood, or perhaps heading up and back the way you came. Maybe a few of you go through the portholes and kind
I
of
won't fit in a porthole.
slim yourselves down. Takes a few tugs, but it's okay. Go ahead and pull you through. No, that is absolutely fair. And as you go ahead and break away with this spear, the first thing you see underneath you is the sand that was once there is now just covered with the red crabs that you saw before, sprinting away through this coral reef. As you begin to make your way backwards, who are we going to go for? Let's roll a d4. Okay, Seychelles.
Oh, okay.
Roll mermaid for me.
Okay. 6.
Okay. Critical failure. So your mermaid stat goes down by 1.
Okay. So it should be a 2 now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
As this huge red and almost I've now lost the word. I don't know why. That kind of like sand pale color mixed with red claw comes upwards and swipes across you. You feel it slam into the side of your face as you're sent careening off. Everybody else, as you see this, you look back towards the claw. You realize that this coral reef is not just a coral reef. You see a large blue whale-sized crab carrying this coral reef and the pirate ship on its back as it rises up, shaking off the sand and debris that it can, bringing itself upwards. You can see this sea of red as all of these crabs begin to run away and jump off the coral reef and float down to the ground and just bolt as fast as they can.
I like rub my face where I was hit, and I look at the crab, and I was like, "You fucking Sebastian wannabe! Oh, I'm gonna make you pay for this one." Ah, and I take the crab out of my head, and I look at the crab below, and dead an eye, and I like rip it out, and I like, "This is for you," and just eat that, and then just like throw the rest of it, and just like, "All right, let's go, let's do this, let's do this."
Seychelles is the edgiest mermaid. I
Love it.
love it. Okay, before we get involved with the... sorry, go ahead.
Rainy gets hard eyes and like just leans towards the big creature like, I love it. It's beautiful.
Man, this is the time to make friends.
I was going to say, you said Sebastian. I'm more thinking Tamatoa for Moana.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like the big shiny crab just...
Yeah.
Oh, what is it? You want to know my life? You want me to talk about my life story? Because I will gladly do so.
Was a drab little crab once.
Exactly. This large crab, pirate ship on its back, beautiful coral decorations. Yeah, it's Tamatoa, let's be honest. Before we get involved with the situation with the giant crab, we are doing a giveaway in chat for a discount code, 20% off of Found Familiar Coffee. They do a whole bunch of D&D themed blends. They've helped us out with a whole bunch of codes. It is going to be wonderful. We just need you to be active in chat. Say something, anything. It can literally be the word something. We had that. It's like, okay, everyone's saying something in chat. This is great. Yeah, go ahead and speak in chat and throw us a follow, and you will be entered. We're going to go ahead and do that giveaway shortly in chat, so keep an eye there while our party deals with a giant red crab. As it rises upwards, you see it shaking off more and more. Raina, as you lean in and you just go, what was it you said? It was like, oh, I love it.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful. You just hear, give it back.
What if we sing for you?
There's a... as this plume of sand comes upwards from its legs hitting the ground. You can see these smaller plumes suddenly getting bigger and bigger as it's getting more and more aggravated. I want it back.
You don't even need it. What do you need it for? You have a whole ship on your back. Selfish.
It's my gold.
How do you know it's gold? What if it was silver? Huh?
It's our shiny now.
It's ours.
Sorry.
It's ours.
It's ours.
It goes ahead and reaches forward with this big old claw again. Who's it gonna go for? It's gonna go for Solana. Go ahead and roll mermaid for me.
Sure, it's not gay. Critical success.
Woo!
All right, awesome. So your skill goes up by 1, which brings you to 4. Okay, awesome. As the claw comes up and swings, you go ahead and just launch yourself backwards. Actually, I imagine you probably puff up and then puff back down to let the air out of your mouth to propel you backwards. You go ahead.
Big old balloon with
backwards.
spikes.
Yeah. The claw actually catches on one of your barbs, and you watch as it just...
Does it get poisoned?
Yeah. It's my shiny. I earned it.
Because it fell on your back?
I took it from the nasty people.
Well, you killed the nasty people, so what do you need it for?
And we took it from you.
So, finders keepers. Ain't that how it works? That's what you did.
But it's my shiny.
What if we give you a new shiny?
Yeah, is there anything you'd like in exchange?
You watch as he's about to get ready for another claw attack, and as soon as you say that, as soon as you both say that, he pauses. The claw comes down. What would you offer?
Group huddle.
These
Okay,
three.
Yes.
Okay. So, what do we have?
These three.
Hmm?
We can trade in the other three.
Oh.
Yes, that's right.
Oh no.
That's fair.
That is fair. They are there, just gawking.
Yeah.
And the I don't know. I don't care which their names are. They disappoint me.
But
I was
they're
to say
not-
this entire time they have not been involved. They have they were following the crabs. They've backed right up to just before where the current is that is currently protecting this area.
I'm gonna call out to them and be like, "Hey, you, come here."
Watch as they kind of turn to each other. There's a little bit of chatter. You then watch the bickering start again, and the one that you folks spoke to just bumps both of their heads together as they've huddled in, and then swims over towards you. You watch as the argument quickly dies down, and they follow.
Okay. We need you three to stand right here. And then I'm gonna like signal Raina to do her eel thing for all three of them. And then I'm gonna back up and be like, "Look here, I'm offering you 3 new shiny mermaids alive that have the nicest scales ever. And they're all yours, and they live for a while, and they can talk to you and sing to you and entertain you, something that this first shiny never did. So, what do you say? Does she want these 3 new best forever friends?" And then I pick my sword and I put it in the behind them, and I whisper so the only 3 can hear me. I was like, "If you object to any of this, I will stab you, no hesitation."
I will have Seychelle and Raina to roll mermaid.
Sure thing.
Why not? Why not?
Ooh, 1.
Okay.
2. Success.
Okay, awesome. You hear the doosh, 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 as this crab is pulling itself forwards. You can almost hear its shell scraping across the ground. Goes ahead and comes right up to everyone.
So holding that spear.
You don't have to eat them. You could be friends with them and make them work for you. This is their first job, and they didn't do a great job of it. So maybe you can train them to do something useful.
The shell tilts upwards as its crab eyes look over the 3 of them.
I poke one of them and I say, "Start singing."
You go ahead and poke one of them, and as they come a bit forward, the claw comes up and wraps around one of them, not aggressively, just holding them, pulling them down towards the eyes of this crab, looking across it. The eyes dart back to you, and then darts back to this mer person in its claws. I don't want to keep people.
They're not people. They're
But-
mermaids.
You can help me find new shiny.
Ah, even better.
Looks up to the
We-
other two, and they don't look particularly comfortable, but they're nodding nervously, looking towards each other, nodding, fake smiles coming across them as the other claw comes up and takes the other two mermaids in their grip, pulls them downwards. The two that the crab grabbed, you hear them begin to bicker again as you just hear, see, I told you this was going to happen. I told you we should have just retired. We should have just taken the money that we made. You think too small. I have no idea why I even married you in the first place. They begin to just bicker away. Having a couple's argument as the third one just thank you for giving us another chance. I know you could have just killed me in the corridor there, and I know that this isn't the best situation, but it's the best of a bad situation. So I guess I could try and make a new friend. Looks nervously towards this whale-sized crab creature.
You're a good friend, right? At the crab.
You're muted.
Oh, I thought I broke Ray.
Oh, I was muted. Hot darn. The crab chuckles and just says, "Haven't had friends in a long time."
Aww.
A
It's
much
never too late
more
to start.
valuable gift, I would say.
And as I'm like sitting there smiling, like, aw, I'm like poking Jen with my elbow, like, get the fuck out, let's get the fuck out, let's get the fuck out.
As as the giant crab is chuckling away, you see him pull the three mermaids in for the weirdest cuddle you have probably ever seen in your entire career. You watch as it kind of buries the kind of buries the mermaids underneath its shell a little bit, and you can hear, funnily enough, you can hear the two still bickering. Even now, you can still hear them. You just hear, "Been a while since I've had friends. I'm gonna call you Florence. I'm gonna call you, oh, I don't know your name yet. Patricia. We'll go with Patricia. And this one, Krabby Jr." He
I love this crab
chuckles.
so much.
Chuckles again, brings them in for a hug, as you just hear one of them go, Patricia, my name is not Patricia, I can't. As they're buried underneath the shell for a hug. You watch as the crab's eyes dart up. The current's going to get bad soon. They will help me find a new shiny, and I won't hurt you. But I don't want you to get hurt. If we're now friends.
We're friends.
Mm.
Yes.
I'm remaining
Absolutely.
quiet and just gonna look at the extra hat that I have, thinking, just He's just a
You
nice
should
guy.
stay until the tide changes. It'll be easier to leave.
I don't trust like that.
I trust you. Thank you for the advice.
Oh my God, why are we making her do decisions? Solana!
She still has hard eyes.
Solana!
You know Raina loves all of them.
I know, but can we do it so they do a weekend visit or something? Like, do we have to stay? Do we really have to stay? I'm trying to
Just
cash
until
in
the
on this.
tide changes, that's only a couple of hours.
Okay, a couple of hours. You know what could happen in a couple of hours? We could die. We could definitely die in a couple of hours.
You almost died in the currents when we came in here.
Your point. The point. Listen. Okay.
We'll get out nice and safe if we wait a little bit.
I really wanted to give them this hat, though.
We just want to keep you safe.
This has quickly turned into the most off-the-rails Disney film ever. I love it.
And here I am cuddling this velvet pillow in this gold spear.
Jewel, honey, just a reminder. We have to give it up when we're done.
I know, it's our payday.
Okay.
I know.
Okay.
It's
You just
so
look
nice.
very attached the way that you're carrying it. And I know you're protecting it. You can keep the pillow.
It's soft.
Yeah, you can keep the pillow.
Okay.
But I'll still want to get paid.
Yeah, we're getting paid.
Seychelle, do you want to grab the flag that you...
Yes! And then I immediately go to Dart and get the flag because I completely forgot about it after all of this.
Uh-huh. The crab has now turned and is going back slowly to where it was resting before. So you can go ahead and speed your way through, nab the Jolly Roger off the very top of the ship, and you turn to the rest of your party, holding it victorious. Super excited.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with it?
I tie it around my neck as a cape. And it's like,
Awesome.
I'm going to show it off.
Perfect.
It suits you.
Thank you.
Wearing a Jolly Roger as a cape and everyone's in pirate hats. Wonderful.
That's so good.
Here's some muttering coming from the crab as he's coming to terms with his new friends. He goes ahead and takes a seat, and you watch as ever so slowly. I feel like Reyna would be the one to see this first. Reyna, you notice that wave of red has now returned to your eyesight. You get the feeling around you of the same feeling you had when you entered the very bottom of the ship. It begins to kind of come across you. You can feel the individuals sat in your hair, the crabs that you recruited, beginning to move around and shift a little bit, just a little bit. And as you begin to take in your surroundings, you can see all of those red crabs that at first ran away and now slowly returning back. You can hear the clicking come back, rhythmic, as they begin to slowly coalesce back to this point. You hear...
They're going back to the ship or towards the spear?
They are going back to the ship. And more specifically, they seem to be looking up and clicking at the three mermaids that are still in this crab's claws currently.
Oh no.
And you can hear him having a discussion as he's like, "So you can't leave until the tide changes either, so we may as well get to know each other. Why did you come here? And do you like each other? He's just having this. He's just having this discussion between the three of them. You hear another bicker session start up of just, I can't believe we got ourselves. No, no arguing. That's not what I said. I said, do you like each other? And if you're listening in, what started as this incredibly hostile situation eventually breaks down into almost this marriage counseling kind of thing, where it's just like, oh, I just don't think she listens to me as much anymore. You know, like after the honeymoon, we had a great time for a little while, but I just don't think she. No, but you still love each other, don't you? That's like this whole thing breaking down as you folks can wait around for a few hours before the tides begin to change. Is there anything during this period that you would like to do before you go ahead and make your way through the currents again?
I'm going to be nosy and ask everyone about their crushes.
God.
Seychelle,
No.
you're saving that hat for someone.
That's none of your business. Maybe I just wanted two hats. You know?
You don't have two heads.
You don't know that. You don't know my life.
We've worked together forever.
Okay, it's fine. Okay. It's embarrassing, but okay. So, like, there's this pirate that, comes by across the seas every once in a while. Gets on my nerves. I tried to drown the ship. Didn't work. She was too pretty. It's what it is. It's what it is. Thought she would look nice with this extra hat. Because her last one is tore up.
That's sweet. That's really sweet.
What's her name?
I haven't actually talked to the pirate yet. It's just.
Oh,
we have to change that.
No, we don't. No, we don't. I am perfectly okay plotting her demise and trying to kick her out of the ocean every day. It's just
why?
Okay, I've never had a crush before, so I don't really know how to or what to do with this. So I'm just okay. I don't know. Back at home, when you ever have a crush with someone, you just bite them, and then like if it hurt enough, it was a thing. You were just a thing, Like I don't
as long
know.
as you ask first, it's fine.
Yeah. There's always that, but it's just it's. I don't like talking about it, and then I just take the hat on my head and I just hide my face.
Cute. It's understandable. You'll figure it out soon.
Raina, you talk next.
Oh no.
Who do you have a crush on?
Well, you remember I told you about my best friend Harper who went away a while ago and how she got me into collecting friends?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, it's her. For a long time.
Aww.
I'm trying to going on extra missions lately, trying to get as much money as we can so I can buy her a gift because I heard she's coming back soon.
I'm sure that's a wonderful reunion coming up.
She's as much as into, creatures as you are. It's definitely gonna work out.
Think?
No.
Absolutely.
I know this. I know this. Don't question me ever again.
Brutal positivity.
I got a sword.
Jewel.
Well, it's Erica. I figured you'd know that.
But I'm interested.
We have met her.
Dark, mysterious, a stranger. And everyone has told me, stay away. No good for you. Stay away. But I'm not going to stay away. Ever.
Aw, that's gross. I love it.
All right, Solana.
Yeah. Tell
Oh,
us all of
Opal.
it. Oh, yeah, that's right. The opal. Ugh.
Opal. She's so sweet. She's always smiling. She weaves nets for a living in this little village near the cliffside.
You sing to her. Oh, opal, oh, opal, opal. That's what you sound like. Oh,
Wow.
you do. And I just like playfully like touch Solana with my tail carefully so I don't get stung.
You visit her often? Does she know?
Well, I've been in the area, but I've always only ever been like just the top half of me swimming. So she doesn't know I'm a mermaid.
Human? Ah,
Mm-hmm.
terrible. Terrible. Worst creatures to fall in love with. I mean, not that I'm falling in love. It's just the crush. She'll go away. You know.
Well, Opal
It'll
isn't
go.
a pirate.
No, Opal's not a pirate. Opal weaves nets
She'll
for the
find a way.
fishing village.
Fisher. Well, I think you should do something about it.
I think everyone should do something about it.
And you are incorrect about that because I want to be not in this conversation, but I will enhance you. So you can go ahead and fall in love and have weird human puffer fish honeymoon. I don't know how this thing works. How does romance work?
How does romance work?
And Jewel can have Erica and Raina, you and Harper.
I hope she likes me back.
Oh yes, it's gonna be. Y'all are good. Y'all are good. Y'all are all fine.
You hear a sudden thump as you hear. My crush moved away a long time ago.
Oh my god! I just kind of like look over and it's just like, oh, this is what we're doing. Okay.
What is his name, Ray? We would have figured this out by now.
The crab's name,
Mm-hmm.
Tathan.
Tathan.
Ethan?
Ethan.
Tathan. Yeah.
Ethan, what's your crush's name?
Sits down and says, well, it's a bit ironic, but his name was Sheldon. And you can imagine the kind of problems that developed. Sheldon and Tathan, you know, the rhyming thing, that's the embarrassing part.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing else.
Nothing.
I think it's sweet to rhyme.
I'm not sure about that.
It's like having matching names.
Matching outfits.
Yeah. You coordinate. You're so harmonious and your relationship is so beautiful that even your own names go together.
Are you
Watch as
is it on good terms?
as Jewel mentions about the outfit, Tathan kind of just reaches back to his shell and just kind of taps his claw on it a couple of times. Outfit. It's good terms, but just he moved away. He said it wasn't right for him right now, and I get that. But still, I feel like I should have done something or said something.
Is that why you're looking for a new shiny? Why you had the old shiny?
It's something pretty that I can look at that's not him.
My heart kind of like does that thing where I'm like in the back, I'm like, oh my god, I gotta do the right thing, but I don't have the money. It's like,
It's okay, because I have people to find me new shinies now. Gonna be fine.
yeah.
I'll help you.
They will. And I glare at them, no nonsense. Like, you will. You will do absolutely everything he says.
My best
Or actually,
trade ever.
they're still in his claws the entire time. He's just almost ignoring them as he's chatting away to you guys. He has them in his claws on like the other side of his head, just there. You watch as he has taken a. Can crabs take a seat? I don't know. They can now. As the crab goes ahead and takes a seat, this kind of red wave of these small crabs has followed him over. And he begins to kind of just spin this tale of how him and Sheldon met, how the first time that Tathan actually molted his shell, he actually took Sheldon's old shell as his home for a while, and how they kind of grew up together.
I am icked out and somehow in awe at the same time.
It's this whole thing about how Tathan was going out with this lovely girl and it didn't quite work, and that's how he kind of figured out that he liked Sheldon. Shelton, whatever. The pun's still there. And there's this whole exchange as he weaves this tale. Takes a little while before he breaks out of it and goes, "Oh, the currents calmed down. We can keep talking if you'd like, but
You know what? We'll put a pin in this and we'll come back and visit you later.
Yeah, later. And I glare at Solana. I'm like, oh my god.
Thank you for
But
the story. Remember not to lose hope. We can hold a lot of space in our hearts for several people to love.
Yeah.
We'll definitely come visit.
there's a lot of space."
There's a lot of heart.
I now have to figure out, can crabs blush? I think if Tathan could blush, he would.
Tathan, you have the biggest heart.
Yeah, kind of recoils a little bit. Just, oh,
All right, you softies. We'll be back soon. We're on our way. And then I'm just like trying to get
Really,
away from
Seychelles?
this. I don't do well with feelings. Okay. Shush! And I just like swim off, hiding my face because I'm like all red.
Okay. Anybody else have anything they'd like to do before taking off? Or are we ready to go?
I think I'm ready to go.
Okay.
In the pillow.
Gonna have you wonderful people roll another mermaid check for me to get out of the current.
Please don't fail again. Whew, 2.
Success.
1.
Critical success for Jewel. All right.
5. It's a failure. Wait. What kind of check is this? I'm sorry.
Mermaid.
Mermaid?
Your mermaid is at 5.
It is.
Yeah. So success. You're good. There we go. Awesome.
Just barely. She really wanted to stay behind, so she looked back like, "I'll come back, don't worry."
Still slight heart eyes going on for Tathan the giant crab. It's a whale-sized crab. This thing is huge. You go ahead and swim your way through the current. It's a little easier than the first time. You still have the spear. You eventually swim off through the seas and meet a representative of your benefactor, who goes ahead and gives you the payment that you so rightly deserve for the item that you have taken. What turns out to be your most difficult job may have turned out to be your most wholesome one.
Very rewarding.
I know that nobody hit 6 in any of their stats, but I think it'll be kind of fun if we go ahead and, as a little epilogue to this mini adventure, I'm going to say I'll go through each character. Did you go to your crush and admit you liked them? And what do you think happened? Just as an epilogue to these characters. We'll start with Solana.
Oh, well, I was very close to getting 6 in gay, so maximum gay, if you will.
As we say in Monster Hearts, keep it feral.
Sure. I've only heard about Monster Hearts, but I think yes, I would have. After talking with everyone and realizing that my heart was just so in it, I would have definitely confessed to Opal that I had a crush on her, and I probably would have embarrassingly accidentally puffed up as soon as I said it. And given myself away as a pufferfish mermaid as well.
I think I have a crush on.
I really like you and you're so pretty.
Okay, and what do you think happened next?
I think it would have been very awkward, and Opal would have gotten tripped up in her nets, and then it would have been a funny nervous giggling on both sides as she untangles herself and I deflate, and then we would have had a very nice long talk with Opal sitting on the edge of the dock and me just swimming or hanging on to the edge, and discussed the potential future for our relationship.
Cute. I can get behind it. All right, Seychelle.
Oh God.
Would you have spoken to your crush, and what happens next for Seychelle?
Okay. After this adventure and getting paid and whatever, I would go find the pirate lady with my hat, and then while she's just chilling on the deck, just chilling, I throw the hat at her. And, it hits her, but it lands on the ship, and she looks over to see what happened, and then I yell, "Don't fucking lose another one!" And then I hide, and I continue to do this for 2 weeks straight of just giving her random gifts and stuff on the ship. To where I don't say it out I like her, but she's grown fond of me, and
heavily implied.
Yeah. So
let me love you aggressively.
yeah, essentially, yeah.
All right, Jewel, did you speak to your crush, and what happens next for Jewel?
You're muted.
Oh, good job.
Oh no, sorry, it's me.
Oh,
My fault.
Okay, I
Thank
thought
you.
it was me.
Jewel having this big payday, I think she would think, well, this is enough to live on, and maybe go into semi-retirement. All the gangsters in the movies, how they go into retirement, but always the friends come back, 5 years later for one last job. So Jewel will be ready for that one last job. But but Jewel would get together with Erica, and they would have the relationship that Jewel's family and everyone else is saying, stay away from the outsider, stay away. But Jewel doesn't care because love has nothing stops love. And so Jewel and Erica are happily ever after with a big fat bag of loot.
I love it. All right, awesome. And last but not least, Raina, did you speak to your crush, and what happened next?
So Harper comes back in a couple weeks, and Raina's been frantically trying to come up with a good gift for her, and she can't come up with anything because she's super indecisive. She resolves to just bring some friends along and just have a conversation with her, just be straightforward. And by friends, I definitely mean critters, not other people. And I think she's planning out to just have this big heartfelt confession, but when she actually starts talking, she can't say anything but basically suggesting I want to raise a family with you. Can we just train all these critters together? And Harper knows exactly what she means, and it ends up cute, even though she didn't communicate it the way she wanted to. And maybe they go back and visit Ethan together.
And when you go back and visit, you find the three mermaid companions you would have seen before. You see a big golden statue in the middle of Tathan's shell that has been brought. And you see Tathan and Shelton hanging out, chatting away. As soon as you arrive, Tathan immediately gets a little bit excited, goes ahead and greets you, and you go ahead and shoot the breeze and catch up.
Make sure the three others know that I'm very proud of them.
And they are... you notice a lot less arguing and a lot less bickering. And you do actually notice the three mermaids from behind the couple. You see a fourth little tail beginning to just flicker and circle around them. And I think that is going to be our little adventure with Squeal Team 6 here.
That was so cute.
It's a little wholesome adventure in the gay underwater world.
Happily ever afters all around.
Yay!
Yeah, hell yeah.
No sad stories.
We are going to go ahead and start wrapping up here. We're going to go around the horn just so everybody can say who they are, where we can find you if you want to. And if you want to plug anything, you'll have a chance to plug some stuff. We are also going to be doing the giveaway for the WizKids Beholder figurine in the chat. There's a whole bunch of you watching right now. Be active in chat and give us a follow for a chance to win. It is going to be our last giveaway for the night. The Beholder Mini will either be painted by our wonderful resident mini painter at Ink and Ignorance, or you can go ahead and receive it unpainted as well if you want to go ahead and start learning how to do that kind of thing. So yeah, be active in chat. Just say something, even the word something, and you'll automatically be entered to win. And we'll be doing that during this wrap-up part here. So I may as well go the same order. Why not? Star, who are you? Where can people find you? And all
I'm Star. You can find me on Twitter at MadRadStarChild. I don't have any streams to plug, but I wrote a little game, and it's free on Itchio, whatever. I don't know. I'm gonna post it on my Twitter at Mad Red Star Child. You can find it.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, Hirif.
Uh, yeah, I'm Hyrif. You can find me on Twitter at Caprisun. That's KHPRISUN. I'm an artist. My commissions are always open. As such, you can also find me in the charity stream tomorrow. I'll be in Flying Circus. So yeah, you'll see me there, still being goofy. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just here for the funs. Just here for the funs.
Yeah, enough. Nicole Snyder, thank you for the $5 donation to the Trophy Project. It is very, very much appreciated. Cool. I'm just looking at these donations. I'm just blown away. Sorry. My brain just sometimes goes, community is amazing. Brain is stalling. Patrick, what are you up to? Where can people find you? Plug anything you want to plug.
I really don't have anything to plug. PJ_Shamrock on Twitter, Twitch, and Discord. Yeah, no, this has been great, and I've enjoyed playing with the four of you.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It's been fun.
Everyone here is just so sweet, honestly. Tyler, where can people find you? What do you want to plug?
I am Tyler. You can find me on Twitter at Tyler_Moonsage. I sometimes go by Jaden online. I am one of the guild leaders at the Dots RPG project, where we are making Braille dice, Braille rulebooks, and otherwise just trying to make the tabletop role-playing world more accessible. So if you like the sound of that, you can support us a little bit, give us a follow, and see what we're up to there. Otherwise, I think that's it. Thank you so much for this game, Ray.
It's been an absolute pleasure to play with you all. And this has been in the works for a little while. I've been looking forward to this. I'm Ray. You can find me at Bearded Baymax on Twitter. You can find me here playing The Gods We Know, or you can find me DMing The Mind of the Martyr. I will also be in the 16-hour stream tomorrow, which starts at 8 a.m. PST, or 11 a.m. EST, or 4 o'clock, I think, 4 p.m. for the UK folks.
Check the Twitter. It's all
time
there.
zones are hard. Yeah, look at the Twitter. If you go ahead and follow Friends Roll Dice on Twitter, you can go ahead and keep up to date. We've got a whole bunch of people. We've got a whole bunch of games. We've got a whole bunch of giveaways. And hopefully we're going to raise a whole bunch more money for both Black Lives Matter and the Trevor Project. And we are very excited. Very, very, very excited. Cool. We're going to be drawing the giveaway at some point soon-ish. Just want to thank everybody for watching. I want to thank all of the wonderful players here. They've all been fantastic. This is the first time a lot of us have played together as well. So fantastic. Another shout out to Megan Lynn for the win for making Gaymergirls. It's a nice, relatively short one-page RPG. You can go ahead and just jump straight into and play. Yes, Star's game is posted in our Discord if you want to go ahead and check that out. Should be a link to the Discord somewhere. We can go ahead and throw that in chat. And yeah, apart from that, it's just a case of the giveaway and then wrapping up. Oh, PJ won the giveaway. Hey, look at that.
Cool.
Look at you.
You've gone ahead and gotten yourself a Beholder mini.
It's gonna have to have red hair.
Incredibly exciting. I mean, it can do if you want it painted. You can go ahead and get that pretty much whatever color you want it to be. Exciting. Wonderful. All right. And on that note, we are going to go ahead and wrap up here. We're going to go ahead and raid 12-sided stories. So please stick around. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you to all of the folks here. And keep moving forward. We love you. Take care, folks.
Bye.
Engage the
Bye.
crimes.
Bye.